Alright, what is going on, guys? It's Apollo, and today we are back with a brand new Fortnite Battle Royale video. Today, taking a look at a very entertaining and interesting topic that honestly I'm very excited to talk about. I'm sure you guys might have heard about this already. It's been circulating the internet. It's been all over YouTube, all over Twitter. People in Fortnite obviously talking about this like crazy because it is a big deal, and I think we're going to be getting more information as time goes on. There's a lot to cover here, guys, but before we get any further, if you are new to Carnage Clan, make sure to hit that subscribe button and stick around for more Fortnite Battle Royale, Call of Duty, and other game content. We have a lot of great videos planned for you guys, and I'm very excited about it. I'm actually looking forward to maybe even getting back into a daily upload schedule here. I think we're going to be doing some more frequent videos, I guess you could say, and a lot of great team-based videos that I'm just generally looking forward to. So just stick around. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification, turn on notifications, obviously. If you do that, go over to the Carnage Clan Twitter, tweet us that, and we will be shouting some of you guys out in future videos. So make sure you have notifications on and just tweet us a picture. Very easy. And of course, drop a like, guys. Smash that like button. We're gonna be doing some giveaways, and of course, you supporting the channel, and just that will help, you know, enter yourself in this giveaway. If you can go down to the comment section below, leave your Twitter handle. We're gonna be selecting different winners at the end of next month. So you just have to leave some way to contact you, and there will be a random winner selected on one of these videos that have been since we've started these giveaways. So let's go ahead and jump right into today's topic. Today we're going to be talking about the speculated and theorized comet that could be coming down onto the Fortnite map and destroying Tilted Towers. Tilted Towers obviously is a beloved fan favorite part of Fortnite, but from a developer's perspective, it has kind of held the game back in a couple different aspects, and we're going to get into that. But yes, there's potentially a comet coming down to destroy this off the face of the map, and there's a lot of evidence that we have to back it up. In fact, honestly, at this point, it's probably even a confirmed thing. Maybe not exactly the story that I'm about to tell. Maybe there's different aspects that we still don't understand, but it is looking like there is something to do with a comet involved in the game. Whether or not it's going to be destroying Tilted Towers, that's kind of the big speculation part of the theory, but there is a comet in the sky, and we're going to be getting into that. But like I said, there are a lot of different reasons on why Tilted Towers is not a good part of the Fortnite game from a developer's perspective, and that they have hinted that they do not like the fact that Tilted Towers has affected the game in such a manner. What does that involve? Well, the biggest thing is that because Tilted Towers got the reputation that it has, it's a very popular place to land. Like, I would say at least 30 to 35 players land there every single game. That's obviously like a third of the entire population that lands onto the map in one specific location compared to the 13-14 locations that are across the map. That's not exactly a good thing. Why? Because that means that right off the bat, within the first about 5 to 10 minutes, 35 to 40 players are dead very quickly. Well, what exactly does that cause? It causes the game to slow down a lot because there's no longer a diverse spread of players across the entire map, and a majority of the players die just at one location right off the start, and it really slows down the game tremendously. So for that reason, developers don't like the way that it's affected the gameplay in Fortnite Battle Royale, and I have a good feeling that might be the way that they decide to get rid of Tilted Towers is by destroying it with a comet. Who knows? And also, who knows what they're going to replace it with, because obviously that would put a big open spot on the map, and I feel like this is the beginning of a potential storyline that they decided to kind of go with. I think that there's more to this than we think. Tilted Towers, it kind of, maybe they didn't have the storyline in place beforehand, but Tilted Towers had the effects that it did, which led to the idea of destroying it with a comet, that led to the idea of, oh, well, maybe, guys, we could create this awesome storyline in a multiplayer experience, which would be very cool, and the evidence that I have will kind of back that up. So let's go ahead and jump right into the evidence that we have, guys. The first thing is, with the latest update in the game, several things happen. The first thing to get into this is, as you guys might have already known, if you look up in the sky, as you can see in this video clip, there is a blue space glowing object just out there that's kind of, it's glowing. It looks like it's moving. It's not just like one specific ball. It kind of has an outer glow to it. It's like weirdly shaped, which kind of symbolizes that it is in a move. It's like moving. It's not just, you know, stagnant in one location, that it it is moving. So obviously there is something up in the sky. We've been seeing this for a while now, and in fact, as these updates have been occurring, the object in the sky has been getting bigger, symbolizing that the object's getting closer to the map. Now, that obviously means that something's falling towards the map, and you know, it looks like a comet, it's acting like a comet, it's gotta be a comet or a meteor or something along the lines of that. Now, the next thing that's very interesting is, on top of that, within these last couple of updates, this last update, in fact, gave us these telescopes that were placed on the map. They were not included in the patch notes, they were not hinted at, they were completely unnamed locations that next thing you know, we got some telescopes. And in fact, one of the locations, we got a little campsite, little fire going, you know, there's some boxes there, and then there's some telescopes. And these telescopes, to make it even better, are pointed in the direction of this object in the sky. Obviously, telescopes are used to get a close-up look at stars and planets and whatever it might be out there in space, and it only makes sense that these are placed in hints of kind of calling out this object that's in the sky. There's two locations. One is south of the jail down by Moisty, and the other one is that large hill that kind of that's like north of Fatal Fields, kind of overlooks it. There's like a house on top, there's an ice cream truck up there, and on the edge of the mountain by the cliff, there are some more telescopes that once again are kind of pointed towards that meteor in the sky. So very, very interesting, guys. That is a major point to keep in mind. Now, the next thing, and you guys probably have already noticed this, is that as playing Fortnite, you will notice that there are these strange rumbles that are occurring through your controller. That is, if you have the feature turned on. Some people just turn rumble off for first-person shooters. I know that's kind of a common thing. And this is very interesting, because I remember getting on after the update and noticing that right off the bat, and other people talking about it as well. And I thought it was very interesting. I didn't know exactly what was going on. Well, it's kind of interesting to take a rumble. What would a rumble mean? Well, I don't know. I will say that. Spoiler alert, I don't know. But that's kind of interesting. Does it mean that the map is kind of shaking because something's coming towards Earth? Is something occurring within the Earth? Is there something happening on the map? It's symbolizing something. I don't know what it is, and I guess we're gonna find out, but I don't think it's a glitch, because it happens at a lot of different random places across the map. And also, I don't think it's random necessarily, because it appears that players that maybe are playing squads together run over the same area, and they all get the rumble at the same exact spot every time they go over that exact same spot. And it's a lot of spots throughout the entire map. Now, I don't know what the significance of that is. I don't think there really is. I saw one theory that said that maybe it's even Morse code. I'll leave that article linked down in the description below. Do I believe that? I don't think so, honestly. I think that's a really far-fetched thing, to be quite honest. But the vibration does last for about 1.5 seconds. But there was somebody that apparently in this article transcribes this weird possible Morse code theory, and when translated, it translates to the following: SOS D5 418. So the SOS, that is very interesting. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't know. I don't know if that's really too far-fetched. The only other thing is, in the article, they kind of go into the idea that they don't understand what D5 means. They could be some kind of reference to the grid of the map. The 418, it could be the date, obviously, of April 18th, which is coming up, or it could in fact be the 1st of April, which is very, very interesting, because this obviously is April Fool's, which we're gonna get to once again. That's gonna keep that in mind, because we're gonna come back along to that. I don't know about that though, because it's like, that would mean it's like a double date, because it's like 4, then 1, then 8, and I don't know. That's kind of out there in my opinion. But like I said, this Morse code thing, not exactly sure if this is the biggest thing. It does seem that Tilted Towers will be targeted it's located at D5 on the map. That's what they're kind of referring to, the D5 part. Like I said, the reference to the grid that you can pull up on the minimap. So that's kind of, I think, how people got the idea of Tilted Towers, another possible way. But once again, not exactly convinced by that, to be quite honest. Whatever it may be, the vibrations is definitely something to keep in mind. Next up, we have the dinosaur skin that recently came up, which is kind of, you know, that's kind of goes back to the time of the dinosaurs, their extinction, what caused the extinction, a meteor, a large meteor, you know, big destruction, stuff like that. So we also got a fire trail when, you know, the new effect where you're parachuting down into the map, you have a fire trail coming behind you, which kind of symbolizes destruction and chaos, stuff like that. Then from there, we had the kaboom emote as an unlockable, which obviously kind of is definitely in correlation to an explosion or to to a meteor hitting Earth. And then we had a dino emblem, and of course the dino skin, which I mentioned. And all these kind of things symbolize and definitely have a reference to a possible meteor or comet. So that's also something to keep in mind. Finally, guys, which really confirms the whole concept of the comet, and this is where I was saying this is big. We got leaked images of a comet in the actual game files. This is very big news that basically, like I said, confirms what we wanted to hear. This was in the effects category of the files of the game, and there's two things. There's one which is a massive, there's two images. One is a massive like egg-shaped sphere, which kind of looks like a comet. Then we also got a kind of like a sound wave motion graphic that shows like something is moving and kind of like going through the air. It's kind of like what it would look like in a cartoony based game or situation of showing something that's moving very fast. So these images obviously kind of give away it, to be quite honest. There was also a Reddit user, his name is Jertlock, I believe, and he had a thought of a different map concept for Fortnite, which ties perfectly with this theory that we were just talking about. And he replaced the Tilted Towers location with a literal crater, which I thought was very interesting. Looks very cool, and maybe that could be the next location. It could be called, like, I don't know, crater something. If you guys could come up with a creative name for that, definitely leave it down in the comment section below. I'm curious to see what you could say. This article that I was looking at called it Crispy Crater, which is kind of interesting. I think that's a possible chance. That would be very cool. But overall, guys, it looks like something is happening. Epic Games has something in store for us. Finally, like I was saying earlier, I wanted to relate this back to April 1st and April Fools. Guys, this could be a massive April Fool's joke that we find out tomorrow. Who knows? I guess we'll have to wait and find out, but I'm looking forward to what Epic Games has in store. I like the fact that they're toying with us and adding these mysteries, these interesting Easter eggs into a multiplayer experience. It's a ton of fun. It adds a whole new level to the game other than just getting new guns, getting new skins and stuff like that. We have a storyline to possibly follow, different things that actually have to happen to the map that change the course of this game for its longevity, because it will change the way we, you know, have different locations and stuff like that. We could maybe a year from now, Fortnite, like half the locations are completely different because of a storyline that they build that creates these different changes to the map. Who knows? I would love to see that though. But without further ado, guys, I'm gonna let you go. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. Smash that like button, subscribe to Carnage Clan if you are new, and let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below on this theory. And I guess we'll find out some possibly big news tomorrow in Fortnite Battle Royale.